Hi there, and welcome to this web lecture on social psychology. Did you know that there are 2 steps for making a decision? Do you understand how self-regulation works? My name is Peter Ruiten, and today we will be talking about choices and actions. This web lecture is divided in 3 different sections. In the first section, I will explain how people make choices and all the factors that influence these choices. After this, I will explain what goals, plans and intentions are. And finally, I will describe self-regulation and the importance of habits in guiding our daily behaviors. When people make choices, they usually go to a 2-step process. The first step is that we limit all the options that we have to a few. Only after this, we compare all the alternatives that we have and we make a final decision. When we make a choice, there's a number of factors that could influence this choice that we make. The first one is that losses weigh heavier than gains. This means that we prefer to prevent losing something rather than going for a certain gain. The second one is that events in the now weigh heavier than events in the future. For example, if you offer a person a set of money today versus a bit more money in 1 year from now, that person is likely to choose for some money today. And one of the explanations for this could be that certain things are more important than uncertain things. And receiving money today is always more certain than receiving money in 1 year from now. A fourth influence of the choices that we make is that we tend to keep options open when possible. So we don't really want to make a final decision. People also suffer from what we call an omission bias, which essentially means that we like to go for the default option. So essentially we don't want to change too much. And finally, reactance theory states that if we experience a loss of our behavioral freedoms, we feel personal distress. And this could influence our behavioral choices as well. Other factors that influence our behavioral decisions are goals, plans and intentions. A goal is a desired future state, so something that you want to achieve or something that you want to reach. A plan is a step-by-step process that we can use to reach the goal that we have. And an intention usually occurs before we show a certain behavior. Self-regulation or self-control consists of 3 important components. The first one is willpower. Willpower refers to our ability to control our natural instincts or impulsive thoughts and behaviors. If we are focused on what we want to achieve, willpower can help us reach our goals. Monitoring refers to our ability to keep track of all the behaviors that we need to regulate in order to reach the goal. As such, monitoring is an important factor in exerting willpower. Finally, capacity of change refers to the notion that willpower acts like a muscle, which means that it can be depleted after we use it for a while. Self-regulation consists of deliberate efforts to control our responses. The opposite of this is what we call habits. Habits can be defined as mental shortcuts that guide our behavior, and much of our daily behavior is guided by these so-called habits. Habits occur without deliberate control. So this means that we perform a lot of behavior without consciously thinking about it because we follow these habits. Habits can help us reach our goals if we have a low willpower. And this works especially well when these goals that we have are unconscious. Habits make our lives a lot easier because we don't really have to think about all the behavior that we perform on a daily basis, but we just do it habitually. In sum, today we have seen how people make choices and all the factors that could influence the behavioral decisions that people make. I've showed you the difference between goals, plans and intentions, and I've explained what self-regulation is and how habits influence a lot of our daily behaviors. That was all for today. Thank you for listening and hope to see you again soon.